Hey there, it's Katie Groven with DancerFitness.com, and today we're talking about 3 exercises you can be doing with your dancers to improve their balance, specifically in that supporting leg in their turns. And so we're going to go through those 3 exercises. We'll talk a little bit about each one, and then I'll run you through a little bit of a workout. We're going to do each exercise for 45 seconds, rest for 15, and I want you to do that 3 times through. If you have time to do it all 3 times, that's great. You can do it after your dynamic warm-up, after you stretch, and before you begin your class. If you only have time to do it once, do it first thing before your class begins. Let that be your dynamic warm-up, and you're gonna see you're gonna save a ton of time later in your class. So let's dive into the exercises. The first exercise we're going to do is a straight leg lift, and all of these exercises you can find at DancerFitness.com, and you can use our filtering tool for balance or turns, and all of these exercises will show up for you. So first exercise is a straight leg lift. Here we're working the VMO, which is the muscle right above the knee. A lot of times when our dancers stand on a bent leg, this muscle isn't firing correctly. So this is how you're going to do it. Lay on your back, extend one leg out, turn it out. Your dancers are going to scoop with the heel, stop at the knee, and come back down. Scoop, stop, come back down. Second exercise we're going to do to help with their balance and their control is a hover extend. I love this one because it helps your dancers start to connect their upper and their lower body. If you want more consistent turns, your dancers have to think about everything from their nose to their toes. I'm sure you've seen they have really strong arms, but they're dropping their heel. Or they're in a high releve, but their arms are like noodles. So to help with that balance and that control, here's gonna be the hover extend. Coming on your hands and your knees, tuck the toes under, lift the knees just an inch. If this is all your dancers can do, that's fine. Otherwise, you'll add a little bit of advanced movement here. We're going to extend an arm and down, arm and down. And here, we're working upper body and core. We're also working those hip flexors. If we want to get the legs involved, you can have your dancers extend an arm and a leg. This is the most advanced version. And finally, the third exercise to help with balance is a one-leg deadlift. When we're doing this deadlift, our dancers are going to spread out their toes, support their entire weight across the entire foot. Back leg comes into a little bit of a coupe. They're going to bend their knee slightly, send their hips backwards so they really feel their heel press into the floor. They're going to reach for their toes and then suck it back up. Squeeze the booty at the top. Reach for the toes. Woo! Reach for the toes and up. Your dancers can also hold on to the bar if they need a little bit of help with the balancing part, right? But that's what we're working on here. So the easiest version is holding onto the bar and then gently taking that hand off and practicing balancing on that one leg. So let's go ahead and do this workout together. You can pull this up in class. Let's do it. We're gonna start on our back. I've got my timer ready. 45 seconds for each exercise, which means it's about 20 to 25 seconds on each leg. So here we'll go. Extend your leg out, turn it out. Here we go, scoop it up and down, scoop it up. Make sure the back is natural, or is neutral, spine is neutral. Really scooping with those heels, really flexing that foot. You should be feeling this in your quads. Don't get lazy with this, you guys. Nice straight legs. And switch sides. Flex the foot, turn it out. Scoop and stop at the knee. Stop at the knee. We're stopping at the knee so we know that we're being mindful of actually controlling the leg instead of it just flopping around. We've got 5 more seconds here. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 15-second break. Let's go into that hover extend. We have 10 seconds here. Remember, you can just hold the hover or you can extend an arm and a leg. Here we go. Core tight, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. Reach and down. Reach. If you're not there yet, you're just holding this hover. You're scooping your belly button in, your shoulders are down, or you're simply reaching one arm at a time. Keep those hips nice and still. This is a great dynamic warm-up, right? When we're doing a dynamic warm-up, we want to be working upper body and lower body. And we want to be doing an exercise that's going to mimic what we're doing later in class. Again, you're here, shoulders down, nice long neck for 10 more seconds. If this is all you can do. Otherwise, challenge yourself with a reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15-second break. We'll go into those deadlifts. After this, I want you, if you have the time, to do this exercise 2 more times. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spread out those toes. A little bit of a coupe. Reach for the floor with that deep plie. Suck it back up. Back is flat. We're not hunching our back. We're not reaching down. We're sending the hips backwards and up. And up. Go ahead. Switch sides. Spread out those toes. Here we go. Reach for the floor. Ooh. Reach for the floor. Good. Use that spot. Focus. Core is tight. Press those heels into the floor. We've got 10 seconds. You're holding onto a bar or a wall if you need it. There you go. Get a little bit deeper if you can. 3, 2, and 1. Good. 15-second break, and then I want you to go ahead and do this 2 more times if you have the time. If you have any questions, comment below. Otherwise, head to dancerfitness.com. We have a ton of exercises and training plans ready to go.